So mistakes do happen. I can tell you, because I am a prime example of that. No, I'm only joking. Well, I don't know, maybe ask my mum. Anyway, I'm going to go through a few stories about the mistakes that I've made in the industry, how I've rectified them, and hopefully give you a little bit of an insight to help you from stop making the same mistakes. Stop making the same mistakes. Stop you from making the same mistakes. Let's go. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. What do I mean by that? So when you're starting out as a HGV driver, truck driver, lorry driver, whatever you want to call it, there's many challenges that you will come across on the way. Hopefully, by watching this, I can help you avoid a few of them. Don't get me wrong, there are going to be times where you might slip up and you might bump into a few of them. For example, getting lost. Now, getting lost is something that everyone does at least once or twice. Now, getting lost is not the problem. The problem is panicking and taking the wrong turnings. That's when you get into big, serious trouble. Now, I'm going to give you an example, perfect example of when I was a new driver or something that I did. If any of my old colleagues are watching, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about and they can have a little laugh at this. But we all make mistakes. So I was on a job and I knew this route by the back of my hands, day in, day out doing it, not a problem. One day, the main road that we used was closed. So I was like, traffic diversion. So anyway, I come off of the diversion, follow one of the signs, and as I'm going, I didn't see any more signs. Being a newbie, I saw this turning for a village. Now, there was no sign saying unsuitable for HGVs or 7.5 weight ton. However, when you get into the village and through this little cut through that I was trying to use, I was trying to find somewhere to turn around because there was a sign that said unsuitable for HGVs, but I had gone past the point of no return. So what did I do? I carried on. Like I said, there was nowhere to turn around. I'd gone too far to reverse. It was a tight little narrow country lane. And I come down a hill, and then lo and behold, there it was. This 90% vertical hill basically, which I had no chance of getting up if I was probably empty, let alone fully freighted as I was, 44 ton of sand. So being new and inexperienced, I just tried my luck, tried getting up this hill, lost traction, couldn't go no further. So I waited for all the cars to go past me. I reversed back and up the little slope where I came, took another run up. As I took that run up, I started to lose traction again, panicked, dropped it down a gear, and the unit slid. So basically, where the unit had slid, the whole of my passenger side had sort of kicked out and put me in a ditch. As I've gone down in the ditch, a tree branch went through my passenger window, smashed the window, and I was well and truly stuck. Not my proudest moment. Definitely not my proudest moment. If I can, I'll get a little, I've got a clip of it somewhere of where I got stuck, so I'll try and add that in, if possible. Anyway, so they called the wrecker out, and they had to pull me up this 90-degree slope. It was painful. An older, experienced driver came out to rescue me. Pardon me. He sort of took over because the lorry I was driving was a 12-gear manual split box. So, with a bit more experience, he was sort of trying to drive it as it was getting pulled up the hill. as I was pretty shaken and demoralized, should we say, at this point, because there is a point of driving where you kind of feel like you're invincible, and it does take something like this to sometimes bring you back to reality. You're not invincible. Everyone makes mistakes, however stupid they are, however unstupid they are. Yeah, it happens. So anyway, as he's pulling me up this hill, it was such a challenge. If I had my cameras today and could have recorded it, would have made an absolute blinder of a video. But as he's pulling me up this hill, the wrecker is digging into the, so they have like, so as I was saying, I was being pulled up this hill, and the legs, so that they have like legs on the back of the recovery truck that dig into the ground, a bit like if you were putting a crane down. They have these legs that come down the side and hitch into the road, which help you pull up the hill. Well, as those legs were going into the tarmac and it was pulling me up, the tarmac was actually lifting up, so absolutely destroying the road. Not my finest moment, for sure. I'm actually going to be going up a hill very shortly, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the hill I'm going to be going up. And if you can imagine this hill, this is pretty steep, the one I'm going to be going up, but just about manageable for a lorry. The one that I was going up was probably another 20 degrees, 30 degrees steeper. So yeah, you'll get the point when you see. So check it out. So as you can see, we're starting to make a bit of a incline now, and we're coming up the hill. So already I'm losing a bit of power. I'm at 40 miles an hour, and gradually as we get to the top, probably get just down to about 20 miles an hour. I'm fully freighted. I've got about 43 ton probably. So yeah, it's never fun when you're going up hills like this. It does make you have a little bit of squeaky bum time. The only advantage is I am in a manual, not a manual, in an automatic, so the lorry does do the work for you. But however, it is handy to know how to use the manual option, so you can drop down a gear if needed to get up there. You'll see by the cars, in this case the lorry, going past me, how fast they're going. He's obviously got nothing on him, but how steep it gets here. So this is nothing compared to the hill that I got stuck on. But yeah, it does gradually get worse and worse. I'm gonna have to drop it down a gear in a minute. Here we go. I am now doing 20 miles an hour. I put my hazard lights on so people know behind me that I'm going stupidly slow. Drop down again because we are struggling to even get to 20 at the moment. But yeah, so if you could imagine how steep this is, not sure if the camera's going to do it justice, but it is pretty darn steep. Yeah, you can imagine how steep that other hill was. So what did I learn from this? Basically, if there's a road diversion sign, follow those signs. Do not try divert off, do not try and be clever and take a shortcut, because you will end up in a world of bother. You might get lucky, not always, but yeah, 9 times out of 10 it's not worth the risk. So yeah, be aware. 22 miles an hour. Come on, girl. Causing a load of traffic because there's a lorry behind me that's not going quite as slow as me. He wants to try and get past me, but quite couldn't. There we go. Sort of at the summit. We should start gaining a little bit of speed now. go. In actual fact, where I'm going right now is a perfect example of how you can get caught out, and this actually happened to me a while ago because I didn't realise the road was closed. I didn't check my route before I came here because I've been here so many times. I didn't think I needed my sat-nav. However, there's loads of roadworks. Let me show you. So this is the road that leads from the M2 to the 249. Up there on that bridge is the A2. And at the moment, you cannot access the A249, which is where I'm literally just about to go on to now. Well, I'm already on it, kind of. But yeah, you know what I mean. This is where you would come down and join this road, usually coming down to Sittingbourne. However, because of the roadworks, it's shut. So what I had to do the first time I made the mistake was that bridge above us there. I had to go all the way down there and drive 10 miles to the next junction, turn around, come back, and then come down the other side. So that put an extra 20 miles on my day and a lot of extra fuel that I didn't necessarily need to do if I had literally took 5 minutes and checked my route. So that's the importance really of just making sure you check what you do before you go, because even though you might know the roads and it might be something that you've done 1,000 times, you just never know what's happened on the roads. An accident, roadworks like this example here. So yeah, just be vigilant and make sure that you're checking your route. So thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for all your support. Just reached 2,000 subscribers, so that's amazing. Couldn't have done that without you guys. If you have liked the video, don't forget to give us a little like and subscribe. And if you are interested, you're a new driver maybe, then head over to the channel, check out some of my other videos. I've got lots of videos that are quite informative about pros and cons of the industry and what to expect, pay, so on and so forth. So thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.